This is a big one. My life has changed.
It really has.
As of last Friday, and I always had that inkling that she could just turn around and go, "No, Jack, no, like, fuck you, like no, fuck your drone and fuck off, like go away." The drone hit the steel railings of the pier, and I honestly thought the way how it hit the railings, it's just going to go down into the ocean, and if it goes down in the ocean, I've lost.
Well, you're going to get the footage.
I've got no footage. Where you absolutely shit
Mate,
yourself.
I couldn't eat
Having fun.
all the males.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to it.
All stays.
I am invited.
Back again.
Back again. He's got it in.
On the
Chat All About It podcast.
How you doing, Sam?
I'm very well, mate. I'm very well. I'm excited to do another pod. Excited to do this pod.
Yes.
This is a big one.
Well, this is a big one. My life has changed.
It really has.
As of last Friday, I am engaged.
He's engaged, mate. I'm still ridiculously happy for you. Very good. Like even though, like I said, I knew it was going to happen. When you told me it's done, it's happened. I literally, the first thing I done, voice note. What a man.
Yeah.
How'd you feel? Is the main thing.
I just want to say, Sam sent a very nice voice note. Me and Sophie both listened to it, and we really appreciate it. It was a very nice.
I'm a very nice person.
Very
mate.
nice, kind.
I care about both of you.
So I mean, to be honest with you, since January this year, I know that I was going to engage at some point this year.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, things got very sort of difficult with the whole virus. The old virus got in the way a bit. Because initially I wanted to do it on holiday, because I thought it'd be nice doing a holiday and then have like a week or whatever, 10 days, like enjoying the holiday. Obviously that wasn't possible this year, but I still didn't want that to get in the way. I definitely still wanted to do it this year. So I looked at loads of different ways of proposing. I wanted it to be something a bit different, a bit special, something a bit more memorable, because really at the end of the day, you get on your knee and you say, "Will you marry me?" And that is it.
Yeah.
It's done after that. And I guess I just wanted something a bit more different, a bit more special. So I had this idea about using my drone. And the drone is a really sort of great thing to use, because you can literally tell it to... on your phone, you literally just press a button and say, "Go around me," yeah? And you don't control it at all. And
it was honestly, because I didn't know you were going to do that.
Yeah.
You kind of kept that to yourself, and I just thought, it's such a you way to propose. Do you know what I mean? I had to have something technical in it, but it was so nice.
Yeah.
And the view, I think you went to Brighton.
Yeah, so we went to Brighton, and I wanted to go to Brighton Pier. I wanted to do it on the pier. So obviously Soph's got no idea. I said to her in the morning, I said to her, "Look, listen, this whole weekend is about you. It's your birthday," because it was her birthday then. And I said, "Look, I just want to have 10 minutes on the drone. Just be a little bit selfish for 10 minutes, and then it's all about you, right?" And I always had that inkling that she could just turn around and go, "No, Jack, no, like, fuck you, like no, fuck your drone and fuck off, like go away." So I was, but then she did actually just say, "No, that's absolutely fine. Like, don't worry about it. Of course, that's fine." And I'm thinking, phew. There's so many different loopholes that you wouldn't think. You're constantly second guessing. You even laughed at me when I said this, but you can't be. I feel like you can't be so naive and arrogant to say she will definitely say yes.
No, I think I said to you, you told me, was that I told you asked you the question a while ago, are you looking? I think one of our friends maybe proposed to someone. I was like, "Oh, so when you looking to propose to Soph?" And you were like, "Well, actually, later on this year, I'm gonna do it." And then I think it was one day when we were recording the pod, you said, "This is what I'm gonna do," but Sam, what if she doesn't say yes? And I was just saying to you, man, I've seen you and Soph together, and I'm just there's no way that she's not gonna say yes. It's 100%, a 100% yes.
Yeah.
And even when Soph posted it on Facebook or wherever it was, she was like, "It's the easiest yes I've ever had to say," and I was that obviously must make you feel good.
Yeah, it did make me feel good. I mean, there is actually a bit of a story which I haven't really went into detail with you.
Go on.
But when we went on the pier, it was really stressful because it wasn't as simple as just going on the pier. The room that we were checking into is ready at 3:00, and we got to this restaurant for about 1:00 for lunch, and it was taking forever. Like even starters were taking like half an hour. I'm thinking, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Mains 40 minutes. I'm thinking this is absolutely ridiculous now. So I essentially had half an hour to get to the pier and get the drone out, set it all up, go. So, I'm really sort of stressful. I'm in the car. As I'm parking the car, a song comes on. Guess what the song's called?
Wanna Marry You? Is it that one?
Marry Me.
Oh.
It was called Marry Me, and obviously I haven't got that I'm not choosing that song, right?
Yeah.
It's just completely random. I'm thinking, fuck. Fucking hell. Please.
She's going to catch on it.
Yeah. So I'll turn the car off as soon as I can to get that song off, because it's just so awkward. And then we walked to the pier, and then I said to Sophie, oh, by the way, can I borrow your phone because I want to try out this new YouTube trick that I've seen that people record the audio from their drone, and then I have to use my phone to control the drone.
Okay.
So she didn't literally second guess it. I just thought, well, that's
She
another...
thought you're a professional podcaster, mate. So
exactly.
It might be
the best podcast in the world.
in the world.
Wow. For audio listeners, I just did a dab.
He attempted to dab and then thought it's 2020. I don't do that.
Anyway, moving swiftly on, we're walking to Brighton Pier. We get to the pier, and when I was on the pier, I'm thinking, well, this is great. There's no open space to really do a drone. There's loads of buildings on this pier, and there's lots of people. And I'm thinking, this is going to be difficult. And we finally found a bit of open space, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna do it now because I haven't got time. I just haven't got time. So we're like outside on this bench area. I'm getting the drone all set up and ready. And to actually get the drone to lift off, you need to calibrate the compass. Okay. So it's really difficult. Basically, you have to hold the drone, literally hold it, and spin it round. And it kept failing this calibration.
Oh,
it said, we are not happy with the there's like a magnetic field or something like that. And I'm thinking, stop it. Because I've had this in the past where you just keep doing it and it will work all of a sudden and go, I can take off now, the calibration's passed. So anyway, I'm doing this for 10 minutes and I'm thinking, this is awful.
You must be thinking like everything that can go wrong.
Yeah.
Go wrong.
Yeah, and out of everything, it's this stupid little thing. And then the guy's come over and he said, listen, I'm a staff member here on the pier. You're not allowed to use a drone. So I'm going to tell you that now. I'm going to walk away. If you use it, it's got to be quick or whatever. And he said,
that's quite nice of him.
Yeah, I know. So he said, but really, if someone comes over, you've got to take it down straight away. So I thought, you know what, if someone sees what I'm doing, I'm sure they'll just let it slide. So
imagine you're down on one knee and they're like, stop it right now, and then they tackle you or something. That'd be the story.
It would be, yeah. So with the calibration not working, it was getting very windy and I was getting cold, and Soph is quite easily the type of person to go, Jack, it's not working, I'm getting cold, can we now go into the hotel?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh, wow, hopefully she doesn't say this. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to calibrate this once more. If it doesn't work, I'm going to have to go somewhere else to do it. And did the calibration, it didn't work. So I thought, wow, this is really, really stressful now. Where am I going to go? So then I start making this excuse up with Sophie, thank you for being so patient. We'll try and find somewhere else. The reason why I'm doing this is because it's really nice for us to have a drone footage of us everywhere we go. And that was perfect because it really sort of sunk her into even more sort of a false sense of sort of what was actually going on.
Okay.
So we I was the relief that left, the amount of stress that left my body. I was so relieved when we found this water bank next to the pier that it just allowed me. The first time I did the calibration, it was fine. It was I'm ready to go now.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, there's a lot of people here. There's an owner throwing a ball for the dog.
I saw the dog in the video.
And I'm thinking that's in the way. And then there's someone fishing, and there's people walking on the beach. And I thought, you know what? Don't care. I'm just gonna. So I flew up, and so it's Jack, there's people. And I was like, Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care. Like, so I get it up. I get it to focus on us. And the actual audio you can hear, it's really good. You can hear, which was my idea. I was wanting to tell Sophie, wave at the camera. And what happened is that she thought I was putting down the controller, which I was putting down the controller, but I also had one hand in the bag to get the ring out. So as she turned round, it was perfect timing. I was on one knee, the drone was perfectly filming it. I was on one knee. I literally cried straight away.
Well, I mean,
me like that.
yeah, but I mean, I haven't had this experience. Hopefully, in the future, it will happen for me.
Even though I thought I can't cry because it's only like 4 seconds long, and you have no time really to build up that moment to cry. But it literally is like pressing a button.
I imagine it just takes over you completely.
Yeah, I just started crying and said, "Will you marry me?" And her face was like so shocked. I feel like she turned around and thought I fell over because she had no idea. She had no idea really what was going on. She's like, "Why is he on one knee? Like, or why is he lower than he should be?"
Yeah.
So she said yes, which was a good bonus.
Which is fantastic. Congratulations.
Touch. Yes, thank you. So yeah.
It does always help when they say yes.
It does help, yeah. It's yes. So we celebrated that night. I drank about 2 bottles of champagne, 4 cocktails.
Not surprised, man.
And I enjoyed it. I didn't even get that drunk, to be fair, but it was good.
And that much?
Yeah, I know. For me, that's really weird because I can sniff a shandy and I'm pissed.
Well, we've said in previous pods,
I
know. You're a bit of a lightweight, mate.
I am usually. I don't know.
Maybe this is like a coming of age sort of thing. You're now engaged. You can now handle alcohol.
Yeah.
Maybe it took all this time to find. That's all you had to do.
To get there, yeah. No, but I'm so happy now because it's sort of like a big secret that I've had to hide the ring in this flat. I've had to hide it several times, and you can't help but like when you go for work for the day because she works from home.
Yeah.
You feel like, oh please.
But then she's not the sort of girl to go snooping round or anything. And you said like she had no idea, so there'll be no reason for that to happen.
Yeah, exactly, and I can only say I'm happy about it. It was a successful story.
It is a successful story. I mean,
I can't believe I've left this bit out. Sorry, we have to rewind.
Go on.
I know, because this is actually mental. This part, right? This has never ever happened with the drone ever. As the drone is going around, because it's in the air and it's supposed to do a whole 360 degree sort of shot.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to go all the way around. The drone hit the steel railings of the pier, and I honestly thought the way how it hit the railings.
Yeah.
It's just going to go down into the ocean, and if it goes down in the ocean, I've lost.
Well, you're going to get the footage.
I've got no footage, so I thought, oh my god, wow, like this is it, and it dinged on the railing, and it then went 180 degrees, and I thought, there we go, it's going to go, and then it literally just stabilised out, and I could not believe I just grabbed the controls and brought it over to me and landed it.
It was meant to be, mate.
Yeah, I know. Like, there's so many things like with the calibration going wrong on the pier and stuff like that. I feel like it is just fate. Like even the way how we matched on Tinder and we matched on New Year's Eve, but we actually started talking in February. It's weird, isn't it? It's sort of like fate just reaches out and grabs you, and I'm a strong believer of fate. People probably think it's a load of rubbish.
No, not at all, mate. Like it's like I say, like. This can come across as so cheesy, but you and Soph are like one of the best couples I know. So no, but like
reach for
no, but I'm saying like there's like you have so much in common, and you know you get along so well, and you know it does kind of like make sense, and she puts up with you, so you know that is
yeah.
That's fair play to her.
How is that possible?
Exactly. I mean, I have to do it, but only once a week.
You have to do it unpaid.
Wait, so is she paid?
Sorry?
Is she paid? Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, no, that makes...
Well, yeah, I know what you mean. Just the way it came across. I mean, I have a question for you, mate. Big question.
Let's have the big question.
When's the stag?
Oh, stag. Oh, we're already on to the stag.
Already on the stag, mate. Unless you wanted to talk me through, the journey home, or I don't know, like...
No, well, No, I think that's. I mean, I've only been on one stag, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh mate, I've been on. I say I've been on one stag. I went on a stag abroad, and then we thought that was really fun. So let's do one here as well.
Yeah.
So technically one stag, but it was 2 events.
I feel like stag do's should be essential. They should be an annual occurrence. Now they should be, and it doesn't even have to be a wedding or anything like that.
Mate,
Just get loads of lads together and have a lad up,
a
basically.
lad up. So like the stag I went on, like there's one particular night that I remember. Well, I don't even remember because I had people telling me what it was like, and I had a Snapchat story which I've long lost. I think I thought it was my stag. So we went on this boat party, and I mean I went absolutely mental. I think I told one of the people behind the bar that I love him, just because like.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously didn't. I think it was because they were giving me. It goes back to the Stephanie story. I was getting drinks, mate. Like it was just. I was getting alcohol. Maybe like in my youth, that was just all I wanted. Like, and I was on this boat party, and I even said in my my best man speech at the wedding, I was like, so the stag was really good, and I had a fantastic time on this particular night, and was going through the story of how drunk I got, and it was amazing, mate.
That's it. That's the question I've got for you. So, being best man, what was the pressure of doing a speech?
Okay, so
that's basically your biggest
I like to think
right?
that I'm quite a confident.
Chap.
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty confident. I can stand up in front of people and speak, no problem. And this was horrific. It was awful.
Very, like, you mean pressure? Like, it was very.
Yeah, there was so much pressure because I think the best man at a wedding is, apart from the bride and groom, is kind of like the next, maybe the parent.
Well,
the parent.
Put it this way: it's very traditional for there to be a very good best man speech, isn't there?
And
like,
I actually wasn't allowed to say certain things, so
you were told.
I was told I'm not allowed. And
well, what about how much notice did you get? You didn't get it on the day.
No. I was told a fair bit before.
Oh, that's all right then.
But there was things that happened on the stag that I wish I could put in, and I couldn't, and I have promised.
How many people were in the room? Do you think
at the wedding?
at the when you were doing your speech?
Oh god, it was definitely over 100. I'd say 150
So
maybe.
were you absolutely shitting
Mate,
yourself?
I couldn't eat. I couldn't literally.
Really?
Like even like walking down the aisle like at the ceremony, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like I didn't know what to do, and I was just there with my hands like in front of me, and I was just so like closed in.
So how did you think the speech went when you did it?
Awful.
Oh
Like-
really?
like, I
Like,
think-
did you get no laughs? Did you get?
I got laughs, but I think I was so nervous in my head. Like people said they enjoyed the speech, but I got it so worked up in my head that oh my god, like everyone is looking at me, and I apparently was talking really quickly, and I stuttered a few times, and I think it was just because like I was so overwhelmed by like how important it was, and I think maybe I appreciated it. Like if I ever get the chance to do it again, I think I'll be a lot better. And yeah, like the speech was good. And the second I finished, I think I got a bottle of prosecco and just started drinking
because then you know you're sort
I
of
was
like,
like,
out of the,
I'm done.
Out of the, yeah.
Everyone else can do their bit now, and I can just relax.
Yeah. Yeah, well, no, I do sympathise for the best man in that aspect because it does seem quite pressure. I mean, I went to 3 weddings last year, and every best man speech was so interesting. Like they were so different, and they were so sort of like because you're essentially becoming a professional comedian.
Like you have to be funny. Like
there has to be some very unique jokes.
Yeah.
For the groom, and there has to be. You have to basically be this lad. This
But
stand-up
what I was going to say,
lad.
there's always going to be a story about them in their youth or a previous relationship or something like that. I wasn't allowed to do that.
I've been to 2 weddings where like in the past, and I've cringed up so badly with best man. Like some best man speeches that have just went so badly, and you just want. I mean, really, the weddings that I were at, I wasn't really sort of related to them or not really a part of it, and I was embarrassed, and I wanted to be like just disappear into the ground sort of
Yeah.
thing. I do feel sorry for them. Like it is, again, as I say, it is like a sort of pressure position.
It's pressurising, like I said, because there is the best man speech is like there's an expectation, and it's going to be, oh, we're going to find out so much information, and it's like it's all in the delivery and everything like that. But it's you know, I think that, like I said, if I was to get the opportunity again, I would definitely embrace it a hell of a lot more, and I would absolutely drink alcohol before. Like, I think I needed it.
You need a bit of Dutch courage.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, my dad was absolutely hammered, and this was before the even service. So he was standing at the end of the aisle and literally swaying because he was so pissed. No, he was.
Oh my!
He was so drunk, and basically, I guess that's another sort of message where there's that thin line between having just a bit to loosen you up and getting loosed.
There's being relaxed, and then there's being fucked, basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So yeah, Sam, does that draw our podcast up?
Well, I mean, do you have any ideas for your stag yet?
That's it. I would like it to be in the UK, and I would like it to be 2 nights because I had been on one night and it was just sort of too short. I feel like it was great. It's just my preference. I would love 2 nights, but I don't know. Maybe the cost of that's too much, but it's such a great memory. Like especially when you get it done right and stuff.
Yeah.
We
only go to it once, mate. So.
Exactly. Yeah, and you want it to be sort of like memorable.
Or as much as you can remember.
As much as you can, yeah. No, so yeah, I mean, I'm not there yet. I haven't got exact plans.
Well, you've only just got engaged.
Definitely in the UK, 2 nights. I'd love for a football game to be involved somehow or another. Just fun basically, like activities. Lad it up and just
lad it up.
Yeah, no, just that. It's all about really just going out with all the males and having fun.
All the males.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to it.
All the stags.
I am invited.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I just had to look for the invitation.
Yeah. Sorry,
it is there. No,
I wanted to make sure. Yeah, no, because I hadn't heard anything from you. You know, I mean, you've been engaged for like nearly 4 or 5 dates, so I was waiting for the. You're definitely invited.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Maybe.
That's good.
Yeah. Oh no, you are.
Okay, thank you.
On that note, before I have a podcast host furiously leave, I would like to thank anyone who's sharing this podcast, leaving a comment or a like. Sorry for going on about this every single podcast, but it's very important, and you're essentially going to be part of our growth. You're going to be the person that helps us grow. So thank you for doing that. If you are doing that, Samuel.
Well, I was going to say, first of all, you clearly are doing that because we are growing. And for those of you who are doing that, you are just absolute legends. And if you do share it, get a little hand movement from Jack there. If you do share it, you will become a legend. Like, even if you just share it to 1 person, 5 people, 10 people, it doesn't matter. We want to share this with the world. Global.
Yeah. So, thank you for listening or watching.
Or watching.
And I'm going to say, be lucky.
And we'll see you when you're older.